is actually 1:31.
Yeah, it's time to go.
So time to get going. This is the Wednesday Valentine's Day edition of the Civil Service Merit Board. Let's start with a calling of the roll. Stephanie Taylor.
Present.
Okay, Mark Dukes.
Present.
And let's see, Scott Schimmel.
Present.
I'm Bill Lyons and I'm present. So we have 4 or 5 members here today. The first item is the approval of the minutes from the previous meeting held on January 10th. A motion so moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Ayes have it. The minutes are approved. The next item is the next item involves reports. So any litigation to report, Mr. Attorney?
Your Honor, none to report, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay. Shields, anything to report?
Nothing this month, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, and now it's time for our staff report from Civil Service.
Hi, I'm Missy Foster. I'm filling in for Vicki today, and we're just kind of training because there was a lot of agenda, so that's kind of why I'm filling in today. She had a few things she wanted me to mention. She's working with KPD on some changes to accelerated advancement. We're also looking at a new tool to use for sick leave bank. She wanted me to mention that. We've got 2 active appeals for disciplinary action that are set with hearing officers right now. Vicki's working on the budget, which she will give you all a copy of that. The mayor's budget hearings are set for March 6th through 8th, and the council budget hearing is set for May. We have good news that our test vendor is not going up on our contract, so we're happy about that. And lastly, she wanted me to let you know that there will probably be a March and April meeting. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Missy. Any questions?
What are the changes that she's working on for the accelerated KPD program?
The Accelerated Advancement Program is something that we've had for a long time. In the past, we haven't hired that many lateral officers, and so now we're hiring a lot more. So the program just kind of needs to be improved to help better move them along through their promotions and just make it a smoother transition for them to promote, so we can keep them. And
Will it attract officers that are more advanced? So
yes,
is that okay?
yeah.
Well, lateral, they come in from other sources. They didn't just come up through the academy and come up our way, but the requirements they still have to meet, even if they come in from somewhere else.
But when they come in from somewhere else, they start as a PO.
Yeah, well, when they come in laterally, they've already been through certain matters.
Right.
And you just have to integrate them into where they're supposed to be for our.
Well, that's what I was asking. Does it come in as a PO and we try to get them back to where they should be, where they were, or do they come in?
It just depends on their past circumstances.
Okay.
They come in as a recruit and go through a shorter recruit program, and then they go to police officer, and then they have to stay in that rank for 2 years before they can start promoting it and
Right.
using their time that they got from a previous agency.
That's all I was asking. Thank you.
Anything else? Thank you, Missy. Appreciate that. Okay, HR report. HR today.
Dr. Truman should be. I think she's gonna be on. I don't
see her.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, I texted her because I noticed she wasn't online, and she says the link that she received is not working. So She's trying to troubleshoot that right now, but that's all I know at this point.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I guess
You would just pass that to.
pass that one and go to new business and return, and I think we can. So under new business, item 5, we have a request by Police Chief Paul Noel to exempt from civil service one grant-funded part-time position of administrative specialist until September 30th, 2025. And we have an attachment, which was the exemption. Do we need any, does anybody from KPD want to speak?
We have questions. Chief Howell is going to be here, but there are a lot of people, so I'm trying to cover this position for him. So essentially, the KPD got a grant for a wellness coordinator. Risk in the law department due to us wanting to hire an individual, not an actual company with insurance, license, permits, all that. Steered us going through an actual position. It's only a 2-year grant. It's funded through 9/30/2025, so we're just trying to take this route to get that person in place. And then the grant will end and the position will end.
Any questions for Brooke? Thank you. Anybody like to make a motion for this?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so that passes. Let's see, I still don't see Dr. Drummond there.
Mr. Chairman, she's connected now. She's using a link that Michelle Black was able to use. So in the attendees list, you see 2 Michelle Blacks at the moment. One of them is Dr. Drummond trying to sort out the issue.
All right, we'll take Michelle Black B.
One is the real Michelle.
It looks like
I see a raised
Wait a minute.
hand there.
All we need to do is recognize her, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like I gotta go to the top and,
Right there?
yep. Or to the right,
That looks like
where it
accent.
says attendees.
You get tired of that hand up there.
Yeah, a lot of talk.
Oh, there she is.
Well,
Loud.
Oh, top. Yep. There we go.
And she's
Guys, I apologize if you can hear me now. I tried every login that Vicki sent me and it said I needed to have the master login of some sort, so I apologize.
Well, we needed some drama. So.
Yeah, so I will be quick and to the point, but I couldn't log in as Vicki, so I tried to call in and they said the login information wasn't correct either way, so I apologize. I will be very quick and let you know that there's only, I think, 3 or 4 things that I want to talk about. And there was an email that was sent by the mayor today, probably about an hour ago, about the storm pay. It was right a month ago that, and I look outside, it's beautiful today, but about a month ago, we were in some craziness with snow. And as a result of that, the mayor wanted to provide some type of recognition to those individuals that had worked, that were essential services or had to do continuous operations. So there were, I believe, 8 departments that were recognized. And I know David had spoken to Vicki about part of this, and also, so we had engineering, KPD, KFD, the IT department, public services, emergency management, 311, and fleet. Those were the departments that were doing continuous operations or had to be doing operations during the storm effort. As a result of that, the mayor authorized a one-time bonus for police and fire uniform bodies and for $500 net pay for police and fire uniform. And then that is going to be paid out. They will see it in their paycheck on this Friday, the 16th. In addition to that, the mayor recognized that general government, and there were about 340 employees that worked. The majority of those individuals, as you can imagine, came out of public service that were cleaning the streets and were there all the time. So about 340 of those employees are going to receive bonuses based on the hours that they worked. And so they will be in all of those departments as well. Those general government employees will receive pay effective the 23rd, which is our pay. And the way that it'll come out is that it will be even though you will get your automatic pay, and then there will be a separate pay statement for you for that bonus. So it's a one-time bonus and it'll be paid out. I wanted to let you all know that. And I think that it will be an amazing opportunity to recognize those individuals, and the mayor sent that letter out. The second thing that I wanted to tell you about is that we're in the process, HR is in the process of dealing with reallocations, retitles, reclass, and new classes. Every year we talk about this and we bring this back before. As you all know, that we have to bring the reclass information back to civil service, and Vicki will look at that. We have 4 individuals that are being considered. We are going to finalize all of this information on, I believe it's this Thursday or Friday, so we will be able to bring information to civil service, hopefully by the end of the week, about the reclassification. We have a committee that has been working on this. The committee includes Linda Pardue, which is of the fire department. She used to work in civil service. Brooke Bright, and she's with the police department. Chad Webb is with public service, and he worked in civil service for a while. And Nick Bradshaw, he's over fleet services, and he worked in civil service for a while. So we have a great team that is looking over all of this information, and then we will bring those reclasses back to civil service, hopefully by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. The final thing that I just needed to mention is that March 20th, so this will come up again before the next meeting, we will have supervisory training. During that time, we will spend time, hopefully, we'll be able to talk about some updates that are going on. We will do limited English proficiency training. We are going to probably offer a new book reading opportunity for supervisors, and I think it's going to be Strength Finders. And then we're going to focus on the internship program, which will be a big growth program for us. So that's all that I have for HR. And Lord's will, I hope to be in person in the next meeting. I am not released to drive yet, but hopefully soon. So thank you all for allowing me to be a little bit late with the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you for your efforts to talk with us today. It sounded like it was more than usual. Do we have any other business to come before the board today? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Okay, motion and second. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
I know nobody ever opposed that.
No.
So consider ourselves adjourned.